Hello and welcome back, my friends. Today, I want to share with you this amazing variety of flowering bush that everyone should be growing in their garden. This is the ceanothus, also known as soap bush, and you can see the beautiful showy flowers that it produces early in the season. Spring just arrived a couple days ago, and this bush is in full bloom and loaded with bees. So if you're looking for a way to bring in those bees early on to the garden, what you're going to want to do is grow as many flowering crops as you can. That's going to get those bees into your garden, helping to pollinate some of the other vegetables and fruits that you have growing. And the ceanothus does a wonderful job bringing in the bees. But there's something extremely unique and awesome about this plant that I want to share with you. And that is the fact that you can wash up using this plant, hence the name soap bush. All you need to do, and I need to be careful because there are bees all around, is just take some of these blossoms. They just strip right off the plant. And don't worry, there's an abundance of these. You won't even notice whatever it is you're harvesting. So after a nice day out in the garden, you just harvest some of those blossoms. And you can quickly wash up by just adding a bit of water. And begin to rub those blossoms between your hands just as you would normal soap. And hopefully you can hear those suds. So it suds up very well, and the grittiness of the flowers also do a great job at exfoliating the skin and removing any deep down grime and dirt. Now the active component within these blossoms is something called saponins. And that's what gives it this lathery, cleansing effect. And just like that, you're nice and clean. Of course, you could use these blossoms to wash your entire body as well. A very showy specimen it is indeed. And one of the other benefits to growing this plant is that it's also an evergreen, meaning it doesn't lose any of its foliage throughout the winter months. So you've always got something lively growing in the garden. And there are different varietals available on the market as well. Some of them are lower to the ground, more like a ground cover, and some of them get nice, big, and tall, like this example here, which I in fact grew from a cutting from the mother plant, which I have further out in the garden. Now this plant can also be pruned of its lower branches here and create an open area. The one out in the garden has a little bit more space underneath, and the dog and the cat both love to relax under the bush in the shade during the summertime. Over the years, I've gotten many compliments and questions about this crop, what it is, how to grow it, and so now you know. It's the ceanothus. You can pick this plant up at most nurseries early in the growing season. The mother plant that I had purchased came in a 1-gallon container. It was just a itty-bitty thing. And in just a few years' time, I've got 2 fully grown specimens here to enjoy each and every year. So if you're looking to add a splash of color into your garden, you're looking for a way to quickly wash up after a day in the garden using natural methods, then look into the ceanothus. Not only is it cold tolerant, down to 0 degrees Fahrenheit, but it's also drought tolerant. I don't do any added fertilization to these plants, extra watering, and I live in a drought prone area. So that's going to wrap up this video, my friends. It's a beautiful spring day, and I'm now going to enjoy the rest of this evening just taking in the beauty and the abundance that we've developed here in our backyard over the years. There's nothing to it but to do it. If you're just getting started gardening, don't be intimidated by the process. Just doing a little bit each and every year adds up over time. So with that, take care, everybody. Have yourself a good one. Until next time, this is Dan from Plant Abundance. I'll be talking to you again soon.